It's your boy, Big Money Banks, HGMMedia, back with another video. And I got a special guest with me. What's your name, bro?
Yeah, ZEUS Rebel Waters, man.
ZEUS
AKA
Rebel Waters.
Y'all know what it is.
Okay, bet. Now today, you know, this is a guy I've known since I was a kid. So just to see him, watch him grow, and to do something different, that's not easy to do. And we in his establishment, we in his business. So not only that, but it's a beautiful thing just to see a black man grow from one place to another place. Yeah. So
appreciate you on that too, for sure.
If you could give us an introduction, like how did all this start? Like what sparked that idea?
Yeah. So I'll start with the music, and then I'll drift off into the community work and some of the other entrepreneurial, stuff that I do. So the music started for me as a young kid. My old dude, he ride in the bands, you know what I'm saying? He'd be playing country music, he'd be playing rap, he'd be playing a variety of pretty much everything. Mom on Saturday morning, you know how it is, like everybody black mama, you cleaning up, you got Anita Baker going or whatever the music of your mama choice is, you know what I'm saying? So music was always definitely embedded in my spirit. A guy that used to cut my hair, my big brother named Mac, you know what I'm saying? He was the first person in the hood that I known that had was going to the studio and knew producers and was really doing music for real. He was the first one that we knew. So he inspired us to rap, you know what I'm saying? Our first song, my best friend and my cousin, we started a group called POG, you know what I'm saying? Which POG spilled off to be a big thing back in the late 99, 2000, Pattonville, Riverview, North County situation, whatever. I don't know what high school you went to. But yeah, we went to Six Flags. We recorded our first song, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if you remember when Six Flags used to have, they had the little video thing, you know how you can dance and it'll be different colors. You know what I'm saying? The Six Flags, but they also, I'm telling my age, y'all, because Six Flags don't even got this no more, but they also used to have a studio and you can record a song at Six Flags. Yes, bro, you can record a song at Six Flags.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm a little young, so I was born in 96. So
so you don't even know nothing about that. So bruh, Six Flags in Eureka had a studio at Six Flags where you can do how you see them old school MC Hammer videos of people dancing and their bodies changing colors.
So not to cut you off from that idea, but was it for a select people? Did you have to be talented?
This is just if you at the park and you want to go in there and shoot a video or record a song. At Six Flags, y'all should really bring that back because that was hella dope, right? Yeah. But so we recorded the song. It came out on a tape. They give you a tape, and that was our first tape, man. We dubbed that tape, we sold that tape, and that's pretty much that was the start. That was I think the year he was born. That was 96, and I ain't stopped since, man. As far as music.
Hell yeah. So how did you pivot? Not only from hip hop, because a lot of people as kids, as myself, we remember you, from the early days, the early 2000s, you know what I'm saying, when, Nelly was hot, St. Lunatics was hot. So, what made you pivot, you know what I'm saying, into doing rock, into doing something different?
Yeah, I would say it definitely started from my upbringing, so it was always in me, because I'm always, right now, if I'm in the whip or you on my Pandora, it's going to be Anita Baker, it's going to be some country, it's going to be some Journey, which is my favorite rock band. Shout out to Journey. But I would say it was a few different things. I mean, that was one, my background. Another thing was my close relationship with Ali from the St. Lunatics. I used to have long, deep conversations with him, man, in Nelly's studio or at their studio, late at night, and he would just be giving me the game. He'll be showing me the difference between a check from the rap station versus the check from the rock station. How it's a difference. You know what I'm saying? The money is different over here in this pop world, and obviously Nelly is and St. Lunatics are one of the biggest groups ever.
Yeah,
but we know that they one of the biggest groups ever because all cultures of people like them. It ain't just one culture of people. So when you get to that level where they are, the money is different.
Fact.
So obviously it was a financial thing also, and then another one of the people that inspired me to change the music was Tarboy, a super producer from St. Louis. That did Tipsy for Jaquan and did Air Force Ones for Nelly and all these big records.
Facts.
And he could hear it in my voice and just hear it and see it in my culture that he can pull those other genres of music out of me, and we created a project. So I would say those three things kind of.
So how are you and Ali relationship now? You know, now that y'all older, like, do y'all still talk? Do he still give you advice? You know, when you pivoting in the business world, like how, you know? How
I mean, we don't talk as much now because he don't live here. But you know, that's the OG, man. That's big bro. Man, St. Lunatics for me, from my era, shit, the Lunatics was like our superheroes. You know what I'm saying? Like if you in LA, you know what I'm saying? If you was from LA or Compton, I'm sure NWA was like your superheroes, because it was like some niggas that came straight from where you was from, that went to Saints and went to the Palace and went to Northwest Plaza, and you seen them, you know, become icons and become global. So man, those brothers, you know, and to be able to work with them on a personal basis like this, and to be able to, like, I did a lot of booking for Murphy Lee. So I booked a few years back. I was like the main person booking a lot of the concerts for him. And
so I got two questions to that. Yeah. So how was that, you know, booking for him, and like, did y'all discuss like, damn, like, are we gonna get an album, or, you know?
Well, yeah, we have records that we did, you know what I'm saying, in the past, and I'm definitely want to get them on the new album that I'm working on now called Ghetto Cowboy, and that'll be coming 2026. But it was dope, man. It was a humbling experience for me, you know what I'm saying? Because it's just like with music, to me, you got to be able to pivot, you know what I'm saying? Because you may not be able to be Nelly, so you got to figure out how to be the booking agent. You got to figure out how to, you know what I mean, be an engineer, be a producer, maybe a security guard, you know what I'm saying? So I just understand, I'm a hustler by nature, you know what I'm saying, before I'm a musician. So it's like, I know how to pivot shit. If I need to make bread, okay, I'm a booking agent now, you know what I'm saying? And that helped me into my business, which comes back to your original question, why you see this facility and, you know, 3 different things going on, the donut shop in there, a community space in here, a podcast room in there, just hustling, man, and you know, being able to provide for the kids.
Okay. So, you know, I know that you are a father now, a grandfather. So what's one of the things that you see is like, that's very challenging, that you try to get your kids or your kids to understand, especially with this music and this business stuff?
Well, I only got one of my daughters is in the music situation. Shout out T Sky, y'all go look her up, TSKYY. I would say, man, more than anything, trying to explain to her that the music business is smoke and mirrors. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, everybody, let me sign you, or let me manage you, or let me do this, or let me do that. Like, you know how this shit go. People will blow smoke up your ass, and then it's like, a lot of folks y'all see, you know, you in your mind, you think because they on TV, or you think because they doing this, that they doing good financially, and that's not the truth.
Yeah, that's not the case. And I think sometimes, like, us as people, we get lost in it. So it's like, we look at an artist, it's like he got millions of dollars, but you don't understand that millions of dollars, that is a loan. That is something that he has to pay back. So it's just like, if a regular person was to get a car note, no matter what happened to that car, it's the same way with an album. No matter if the album flop, you still got to pay that 100%. Back. So I think that's one thing that's very hard to grasp with people nowadays. So.
No, that's real, bro. And like I just try to tell her, man, is I ain't gonna go deep like that, but I'm gonna just say the music business is definitely smoke and mirrors, and I'm gonna say what I don't like more than anything, man. And this is just, you know, we getting into the guts of it. It's like, it's more our people taking advantage of each other in the music business. You know what I'm saying? It's more of us, because it's like, you look at it like, just look at it like a step. If we trying to get to this white wall, which is these executives and all this, and this camera is black, it's always a nigga right there. That's like, you know, either
that's like slapping your hand down.
Either gonna help you or gonna hurt you. You know what I'm saying?
And you know what's crazy? I don't know how true this is, but this is just kind of speculation. And it's good that you know we having that conversation and that discussion. So one of the big things, I don't know if you heard about like the Young Thug and the Lil Baby situation. So Lil Baby was supposed he was supposed to get paid they was trying to offer him like 150 mil just to buy his catalog. Exactly. But he said, y'all can't buy my catalog unless you talk to P. Yeah. But see, P went and got 300 million and sold it. So, you know, it's like Baby just cut himself short.
He did. Yeah.
Do you think that happens a lot? Do you think loyalty get in the way of us making decisions a lot of times?
Yeah, and you know what? I don't know. I guess it's a good thing and a bad thing, and but I'm kind of the same way. If I was Lil Baby, and I know that P is the one responsible for me being where I'm at, period.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Because nothing against Lil Baby, but I mean, think about it. In real life, it's probably 10 Lil Babies in Atlanta.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So the fact that the big homie pulled you from whatever you had going on and trying to change your life, I mean, you kind of owe him that loyalty to do that. Now, maybe he probably should have went ahead and gave bro. I don't know what he gave him. You know what I'm saying? But he probably should have gave more than whatever he gave him. You know what I'm saying? But no, I'm the same way. I mean, I think loyalty is everything, man. And back to this music business, that's the thing too, that it don't even it's no rules, bro. It's so many snakes in this shit, and it's so cutthroat. And the worst part about it is it's our people doing it to each other. That's what make it worse, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and you know what's funny, because like so I be getting a lot of flack for this, because I say life is 10% of what happened to you, and it's 90% on how you respond.
Facts. That's facts.
So it's and sometimes we don't work on we work on trying to make connections and network, but a lot of people don't talk about actually making those connections and vetting those people, you know what I'm saying, for people that you want to be around for the future. Not only do you gotta look at your girl, you know what I'm saying, to be in a relationship with for the future, but you gotta also look at the people, your team, the people that might do your editing, or the people, you know what I'm saying, to help you get through, everyday life.
Yeah, no, I agree, bro. I agree 100%, man. The people around you can make or break a situation. And I know I can speak to that, man. I've always had like crews and niggas. I didn't, from then to now, went from POG to Supreme Team, the Black 300 to the Rebels, to all of these different things, and all these people that just kind of end up rotating out of your life. And then you got your solid foundation of people that gonna always be there. You know what I'm saying? Like my day ones, my best friend is my manager. You know what I'm saying? My cousin, my best friend, they all, pretty much corral around to help me, run my music. But these like day ones, like first grade, second grade, like that. But all the new people that I ever brought around, bro, it never panned out. You know what I'm saying?
Never meshed.
Nah, everybody always tried to do, not every single person, but a lot of them, man, tried to do backdoor stuff. They tried to do slick and slimy stuff. And like I always tell folks, like, bro, I was me before I met you. Right. You see what I'm saying? So you didn't give me an opportunity. I'm just a cool ass nigga. Like, motherfucker see me at Family Dollar, I'll probably be having an hour conversation with a random person. Hell yeah. That's just how I am. I don't care, So I allowed a lot of folks, and it hurt me. It hurt me emotionally. You know what I'm saying? When you pour into folks, man, and you feel like a motherfucker play you, that fuck you up. You know what I'm saying? And it also, I feel like, set me back. I mean, by the grace of God, I'm God got me on the path, so I'm blessed.
Beautiful.
But for sure, man, I would say to artists and people that's watching, man, you gotta definitely, in anything you doing in life, bro, you gotta be careful of the people, the company that you keep. Yeah, I'll say that.
Yeah. So I know you doing like the rap mixed with a little pop rock. Yeah. So how do you feel about, artists nowadays? Because nowadays, like, that's getting a lot of traction. You know what I'm saying? You got people like the Shaboozys, the Big X, the Plug. Yeah. And we seen Lil Nas X have a little run. So how do you feel about the like how that feel right now? Like, we getting in different lanes of music. Like, this starting to be the future.
I feel like it's my time. I feel like last year and all the years prior wasn't my time, and now it is. It's like now people, like, you know what I'm saying? You can be from goddamn Mikasu and be like, nigga, that little country shit hard though. You know what I'm saying? But like 10 years ago, nigga wasn't that darling listening to no country, even though we created it. I'm gonna say this again on another podcast.
Yeah, we created it.
Black people created all genres of music. rock comes from black folks. Country music comes from black folks. I'm gonna say this on every interview until y'all get it. I was talking to somebody yesterday and they did the shit and I had to stop them. They was like, yeah, my daughter, she listen to white people music. I say, don't ever say that shit around me. Don't ever. If you want to grind my gears, that grinds my gears. We created everything. Ain't no such thing as white people music. Yeah. It was all created by us. So perfect timing for ZEUS Rebel Waters. You know what I mean?
Hey, it don't get no more. You know, no more frank than that, man.
Yeah.
So I guess everybody wanna, know like, the stuff that went down like with you in the early 2000s, like who and what was your biggest inspiration? I know you spoke about Ali, but like who really like they put the battery in the back and they just, got you going. And then I guess too, now that you pivoting into rock, like how do your family look at you now? Especially coming from where we come from.
Yeah, man. I think I answer the second question. My folks is proud, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because we all, but like I said, my inner circle and family, we all listen to everything anyway. So that ain't really too surprising to them. It's just like even my kids, like, yeah, my daddy shit on his own thing. And that's how I always been, bro. From high school on to now, shit. I was wearing cowboy boots, nigga, my first day at Riverview High School. You know what I'm talking about? So I know they were looking at me like, who this nigga that walked in here looking like a dope dealer with goddamn me jean suit on? And because I was raised around all just OGs and dope dealers and shit. You see what I'm saying? So I dressed like, hey, how they dress. Them niggas,
right?
Jean suit, Jerry curl. I ain't have a Jerry curl, but jean suit, Jerry curl. Goddamn me the gold Mercedes or the Cadillac sign. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Cowboy boots. So I stepped 97. I stepped in Riverview first day of school like that. You know what I'm saying? I had on there cowboy boots. I just didn't have on the cowboy hat. But so I feel like people here that know the real story, me doing the shit that I do or wear what I wear, the music that I wear, that I do is not like a surprising thing. It's kind of like, oh, that's bro. That's how bro been like this since back then. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. I wear cowboy boots in my homecoming. I got flack for it, so a lot of people ain't like that, but
yeah, it is what it is. Man, these motherfuckers cost more than Jordan. These motherfuckers about 300, bro.
Yeah, real people don't understand.
300 cowboy boots high, bro.
People don't understand like real premium leather, bro.
Yeah.
Like that shit
it's
is
expensive,
up there,
bro. These cost more than Jordans.
I know they do.
Yeah, I ain't bought a pair of Jordans in a minute though. What Jordans? 250, 240?
Shit, Jordan's up there.
They 300 now?
Well, certain ones, but I think the last pair I got, this shit was like 210, but I got the tax and shipping. That motherfucker like 230.
Okay. Like, yeah, so it's still so the cowboy boots still cost more, but god damn, bro.
Yeah. Came a long way.
Yeah.
So I guess I can ask this, like, not only with the music, the business, everything that you got going on in here, what's next, like, for you? You know what I'm saying? I know you want to accomplish the music, but I know it's something else that you want to accomplish as well. Like, what's next for you?
Everything at this point, bro. I'm just so grateful, bro. I'm so just grateful and gracious, for what God is doing in my life, and from here it's up. It's all the way up. You know what I mean? So it's really just taking all of the seeds that I've planted, and I just want to see them grow in the trees. I want this new single that's out, Snap Your Fan, and this new album that's coming, man. I want that shit to be #1 everywhere. I got a lot of labels calling my phone and hitting me up about working. You know what I mean? So I'm in a very good space, especially to be doing this long and have a record that's popping and have people still calling and wanting me. It's like it's crazy. It's nothing but the glory of God. And I want this donut shop to be the biggest donut shop in the city. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to take this one once we got it up and running in about 30 to 60 days. We want to start moving them around to different cities.
Hell yeah.
Different markets. This community space. This space is for the people, bro. We did a free summer camp this past summer. You know what I'm saying? We had 12 kids here. They came for summer camp for 4 weeks for free. We provided food. We provided field trips.
That's lit. That's lit. Now that's what I call giving back to the community. Like that shit right there.
Yeah.
Like that's lit, bro.
So we got reading programs that we do in here, reading with rappers where the kids can come for free, and I have different local celebrities and different people read to the kids. We got Create a Donut Day. We do a lot of programs in this room. Then we got the podcast room in there. So I'm gonna start. Once I got everything up and running, my next step is to get this movie shot. I wrote a movie called The Spot, and it's just talking about, it's kind of like a dramedy like Friday that I made up about me trying to get the money to open up a donut shop. So we got that, and man, just it's a lot of shit, bro. Clothes, just the brand, you know what I mean? 2026, man, is gonna be like the real come out year.
Bet. So, like I say, I've been knowing you, you know what I'm saying, since I was young. But, you know, I know you got a donut shop, but you also got a health journey as well. You know what I'm saying? So 100%. I done kind of seen you, you know, kind of transform, you know. That's how we done kind of connected through the gym. So like what kind of ignited the health journey?
My dad, man, was extremely overweight, and he fell down the steps. And when he fell down the steps, you know, he had broke his leg, but it wasn't like, you know, a person that's a regular size break their leg. You just sit it up, you heal, you do this, you do that. But it was like so many different health complications to me came from him falling because of his weight. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to wipe my old dude ass, bro. Like it was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Well, he broke his arm. It wasn't his leg. But like I said, he had a lot of health complications from that. Now he's doing fine. He lost a gang of weight. He lost like 150, 200 pounds. You know what I'm saying? He healthy. You know what I'm saying? Went through prostate cancer, knocked that shit out like a champ. So that really ignited my my health journey. And then just having kids, man, they ain't really kids no more, but I wanted at that time, I wanted to always be able to, you know, just be active once they start having children and run around with them. And I feel great, bro. I feel 22. To be honest, man, let's say 32. I probably feel 32. Just you know, hit the gym, left the gym, came here, got the boxing in downstairs. So I'm just focused, bro. Mentally, physically, spiritually, just focused. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. Yeah, a lot of people don't understand, man. Like health is wealth. Like the gym, it helps with just so much stress. And I know you can attest to that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Now, so the fact that you know what I'm saying, you lost weight. So what if somebody come ask you, they like, man, I want a donut, but I want to look like you. So like, do you have like, let's say like a vegan donut on the menu or like some shit that's like plant-based, you know what I'm saying?
I don't, not yet. And I got to get that from Murph too. We gonna probably call it like a Murphy Lee or a Kiwan special or something.
Okay, bet.
We don't have vegan options yet, but I would say, you still gotta live, bro. You know what I mean? Like you still gotta be able to live, enjoy life. You somewhere out of town, you wanna go to whatever. You even at the crib, you go to this little ice cream, Ted Drew's, you wanna hit it for facts. You know what I'm saying? I think everything is moderation to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I might make some pasta today, but I ain't gonna eat no pasta every day. If I eat some Wingstop Friday, I'm not gonna eat it the rest of the week. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I just think it's just all about moderation, man. You know what I mean?
So who started the donuts? You know what I'm saying? Because it's like a donut that's not really common. You know, most people when they open up a restaurant, especially us as black people, we like to open up maybe like a soul food spot. Some of us might get in the Chinese restaurant or just different avenues. But a donut shop, that's like kind of rare. So like
kind of random,
So what made you like think like, man, I'm finna open up a donut shop?
Yeah, so I did a show, one of my favorite cities to tour in. Shout out to Grand Island, Nebraska. I did a show in Grand Island, Nebraska, man, and I walked into this spot on a Saturday, because Saturday usually my cheat day. I went to Paradise Donuts. Shout out to Paradise Donuts. And his husband and wife, they own it, and it was just something about it, like the vibe and the feeling. You can tell it's like these people put a lot of energy into their business. You know what I'm saying? You could tell it was fully them, pictures and just different stuff like that. And I was inspired, man. I was like, I want to open up a donut shop. You know what I mean? So it was really that, man. I came to the crib. I linked up with the legendary Eddie, Southtown Donuts. You know what I'm saying? On the South Side. Helped them get some accounts going and helped them so I was over like the marketing. I got like the donuts and all of the Crown Marts all over the north side, and did that, handled the accounts and just kind of learned it from him, learned the business, and now here we are.
Okay.
Yeah.
So a couple inspired you. That's
Yeah.
that's lit, bro. That's lit. That's lit. Yeah, man. Cause I just like I say, the donut. That's different. I'm gonna have to try one of them.
Yeah, I got you. I'm
to
gonna have to
test.
get you a dozen, pull up on you, and get you a couple donuts.
Hell
I ain't got
yeah.
nothing right now, but yeah.
Nah, I feel you. So the St. Louis music scene, I know right now, you know what I'm saying, we got like the Sexy Reds, you know, we got a couple, you know, street dudes. I know they into like the, you know, the beefing part of rap, but like is it any artists like you want to collaborate with? They ain't got to be from St. Louis, but they could just be from anywhere.
I want to do something with The Weeknd, bro. I want to do a song with The Weeknd. I want to do a song with Bruno Mars. So my bad, we was talking about St. Louis, and I went like all the way.
No. I like that.
That's the features that I want to do, and I want to work with. I actually had just hit Miley up. You know what I'm saying? I want to get a ballad done with Miley. Valencia Rush is extremely dope, but I really just want to work with the people, bro. That's like you could tell is like authentically making good
music.
Records. I just, facts. You know what I'm saying? Like the rest of that shit, bro. I mean, we can do a feature if you want, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just really more into like hitting home runs, bro. Like I'm just not really interested in just doing shit just to be doing it. You know what I mean?
Right. Everything has to have a purpose.
Yeah, it gotta have a purpose, and we gotta be talking about something, and we gotta be making some good records, some records that's gonna live forever, so that our kids can eat off that shit forever. You know what I'm saying?
No, facts. Listen.
Waste time just doing shit to be doing it. And I feel like in the circuit, man, it might not even just be music. It might be everything. People just be doing shit to be doing it. And what they don't understand is when you doing shit just to be doing it, the people that really do this shit for real in whatever aspect we talking about, whether it's cooking, music, sports, whatever, we can tell. We like, bro, you just doing shit. You know what I mean? You didn't put no thought into that shit. You up here looking crazy. You ain't put no effort into that. You know what I mean? That's why, like, I just posted a video. I was in the backyard, nigga. I'm just hitting the tree. Boom, boom, boom. You think I'm preparing for a fight? No, I got a concert tonight. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But these folks paying me to come, bro. Like, I need to. I can't get up there and, like, my rule is if I'm on stage, ain't no drinking no water. No water. Nothing until it's over with. And if I do grab some water, I'm dousing myself with the shit and going crazy. Throwing the bottle in the crowd. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
So I actually agree. But what's gonna happen, like, you know, when you really blow up big, because eventually you will blow up big. Yeah. And you got them hot ass flames behind you.
It don't matter. No water.
Crazy. No water.
No water. Nope. A lot of them, like, it's a man. Who is that? Because it was somebody actually that said that shit that made me. I think it was 2 Chainz. So maybe it's 2 Chainz. Look at some 2 Chainz concerts. You won't see him drinking no water, bro. Yeah. I feel like, cause I'm still a artist.
Fact.
So I would do the music for free. It's just a blessing that people pay me to do it, but I would do it for free. You feel me? So it's like, to me, when you go do a show or go get in front of people and you unprepared, it's disrespectful to the people that's there, especially if they paid to come see you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? How you up here? You ain't prepared, nigga. You drinking water? You tired? Like, yeah, nigga, I paid $20 for this. Yeah. You know what I mean? And even think about it, if the fans or supporters start holding artists accountable like that, you'll get better concerts too.
Yeah, I agree. I think people just in general, like, I think they are holding artists accountable on a larger scale. Yeah. Because it's like, I feel like a lot of people nowadays, they just crave other genres. So it's like if you pay attention to like the music industry, it ain't too many people that's like putting up numbers like that. No. Like it's only a couple people that's on tour that people actually know about and they going to that concert. But as far as like, you know, artists like blowing shit out the water, you know what I'm saying? I feel like as an artist, I feel like you really make a statement when you could just wake up and you just drop an album that might do 100,000 to 150,000. Yeah, like you just woke up. No. But I'm saying like your fan base is so crazy about you, or you have a cult fan base to the point to where you could just push a button and just everybody whole day just go to shit because they ain't doing nothing but talking about you, your music. Such and such just dropped. So I feel like a lot of artists, once they get to that point, then they could kind of change and you know what I'm saying.
And that's and to your point of that, that is the beauty of the internet. Because I said Beyonce, but really, to be honest, in this day and age, because of the internet, you don't have to be Beyonce. You just got right. Now, it does still take a team and an organization and all of this and all of that for these specific people to find you, for you to build your community. But yeah, you're right, man. Because of the internet, if you got the right team and a good product, you can wake up and just do that.
Yeah. And I just feel like a lot of the stuff, a lot of the music, business, whatever we want to do, we got the internet. That shit so basically accessible to us, just to put that shit out. Like we literally could say, yeah, bro, I'm finna go start this business. Let me put this shit on the internet, see how people feel about it. And people
you
just
can do it.
You can do it.
Like so they definitely made it easier, because when I started doing this shit, bro, everybody that's a Rucker Puff supporter, a Rucker Puff fan, it was a handshake, a hug. Hey, yo, what up? You want to buy a CD? I done been at every gas station in North County and damn near in St. Louis. Selling mixtapes, selling, you know what I mean? So I just feel like because of that, that's why the love and the support hit a little different, because people seen me from, I always say shit, nigga, my kids was hungry, they want Red Lobster. All right, y'all, give me an hour, I'll be back. I'm finna go post gas station, sell $100 worth of CDs, you know what I'm saying? All right, come on, let's go eat, you know what I mean? And I really did that shit, bro. And I'm like I said, I'm humbled by that. I'm thankful for that. And now I can send my contract out, for the show that I got coming up, and be like, yeah, I want, on my platter, I want fried chicken, baked chicken, vegetables. You know what I'm saying? Just put all this shit on the rider, gummy bears, some condoms, just crazy shit. 2 cigars, you know what I mean? Just random shit. And they like, all right, yeah, we got it. So, it's a blessing. It's a blessing, man, to come from that to that. And I think when people see that, when people that seen that, and they know what it was, it's like, man, you can't not support me. You know what I'm saying? You're a fool to not support me. You know what I mean? Yeah.
And I think a lot of people, even if they don't want to support you, they can learn something from you. You know what I'm saying? Not only can I learn something from this interview, but it's like I can learn something just from you, just in general, just seeing your business, seeing your, your actual weight loss, transformation. I think that's pivotal, not only just for black men, but just men in general. You know what I'm saying? Like you are your own boss. You your own boss. You've been doing this entrepreneur shit, like you say, before the internet. So I just think a lot of people could just learn from that. You know what I'm saying? So
and keeping good relationships too, man. I think that's probably a big key thing that we got to do better on as a people. We got to keep relationships tighter. You know what I'm saying? If you wrong, hey man, my bad, bro. I shouldn't have done that. I apologize. Can we move on? Let's figure some things out. You know what I'm saying? And keeping your word. Good relationships and keeping your word, I think it's the two things, man, with us that we have to do better. You know what I'm saying? Because I think this is about, strengthening our community. They got their community already. They got theirs and they got theirs. But ours, we don't have it, bro. And that shit need to change, and people need to speak up. And I ain't even gotta always be the person to speak up, bro. But I just feel like at this point I have to. You know what I'm saying? I just gotta,
Yeah, and to piggyback off of what you said, I think that should just start at like a spiritual level, like especially like when it comes to business, like no matter what you're doing, like for instance, like you can walk into, and I don't like to use race, but you can walk into, white barbershop. You know what I'm saying? They might be, talking to the parents or talking to the community. But if you go to a black barbershop, bro, like they hitting on the mama, they fucking with the mama. It's the same thing with a football coach. He messing with the mama, and you looking like, damn, like all of a sudden he playing and he ain't even good. You know what I'm saying? So it's certain things that we just have to fix on a spiritual level so we could get to like, we could get to the upper echelons. You know what I'm saying? And then I feel like it's a lot of people, and I'm glad you having me, and I'm glad we having this conversation, because I feel like a lot of like our so-called OGs or the people we look up to, they like to gatekeep information. You don't have to give it to me all at once, but if I ask you for some insight and you just kind of guide me along the way, I think that's different, vice versa, you just giving it all to me at once.
And that's the difference too, man. and go back to what I said with this music business, and I don't know if it's the same in every business, but if that white wall is the door, it's a nigga always right here at this. I swear, bro. Like I remember in 2007, I was signed to Capitol Records. I was signed to Mac 10, Who Banger Records, and literally I was in LA. We downtown. Me and Mac. We just left the club. Somebody called him and told him, man, don't nobody know him in St. Louis. A nigga from St. Louis called him to tell him. I don't know if it was a DJ. I don't know exactly who it was, and this was at the time when I was Rucker Puff, so you know it was crazy.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nigga called him and told him, man, you don't even know why you signed him, bro. Don't nobody even know him in St. Louis.
So was it somebody from St. Louis?
Yes. Yeah, it had to be somebody from St. Louis.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he was like, damn, Ruck. He was like, man, you know what I mean? And I don't know, he could have just been heckling me. It probably didn't sway his decision on how we worked, but it could have. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He like, damn, Ruck, you told me y'all was out there moving around. Motherfuckers calling, talking about don't nobody know you in St. Louis.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying that to say, bro, we are our own worst enemies. If that had been true, then okay, cool. That made sense.
Yeah.
But to say something that is absolutely false to mess up something that I got going on is crazy, bro.
Yeah, that's
horrible.
That's horrible because it's like you just opened up a door. You could have opened up a door for other people, but now it's like, and then it's like you got to look at him because it's like, damn, bro, you gonna go off of his word and that's gonna, misconstrue how you feel about me. If you like me as a person, you like my music for what it is. And you know what I'm saying? You already know.
I was furious, bro. I remember when I stop and I think about that situation, bro, I was damn near in tears. I was that furious.
Damn.
Just like, damn, bro, who the fuck was it, bro? So I can two-piece their ass when I get back to crib. You know what I mean? And he never told me exactly who it was, but yeah, man, that's the music business. It's one of us right here in the middle, stopping you get to there. You know what I mean? And
politics.
So going back to what you said about gatekeepers, and that's why, man, I would never be, you know, somebody that will stop somebody else from doing something.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? I want to see us win. You know what I mean? And I think that's what it's about. It's just about getting the right people in position, man, for this market to change and quote unquote become an Atlanta or because St. Louis, that's what this is supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? This is where the World's Fair was at. Disney World was supposed to be here. You know what I mean? So this is supposed to be a major city. You know what I'm saying? And Facts. It's not, you know what I mean? I think just due to the fact of the racism, the separation, there's a big divide here in town. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of racism and there's a huge divide. And I love my city. My city is I wouldn't trade my city from the world. We St. Louis and we proud. From the Lou and we proud. Like Ali said, you know, and like Nelly said, but there's some things here that we have to definitely change if we want to see the city to progress. You know what I'm saying? To turn it into a money making market. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Do you now? I know you just told me about the situation. You know, do you feel like, you know, because in hip hop, it is a lot of people from St. Louis. Like you got the Metro Boomers, you got Sexy Red, got a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, that write, make beats, do all type of stuff. Yeah. Do you feel like they skip, you know, politics skip over like certain artists, you know what I'm saying, and pick who they want to pick just because they promote what they want to promote, whether it's ignorance and violence?
100%. 100%. Yeah, facts. You know what I'm saying? I mean, here we go. But I mean, I'm going to just say like, and this ain't no knock to nobody, but it's like they rather put a record out about us killing one another than us uplifting one another. Facts. Duh. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, facts.
Yeah, that's for sure. You know what I mean? I won't go no deeper than that for whatever
do you feel
reason,
like,
but I'll just say that.
Let me ask you something. Do you feel like, you know, like I say, going back to like, you know, people like different genres and like different stuff, do you feel like that's kind of like dying down? Because I feel like
the killing stuff,
well, just the whole like gangster music, like we selling dope, we killing people. Because I feel like, so for instance, like Lil Wayne, he dropped the album, right? And a lot of people, they was not fucking with it. But it's like, if he dropped that shit like in 2010, 2009, that should have be the hottest shit in the world.
Yeah, he did get a lot of flack for that album for some reason.
That's what I'm saying. And it was,
I ain't heard it. What was the?
I mean, it just was like vintage Wayne. But I think people ears like the just new, and this newer generation, they like the different shit because it's different now. Like you got TikTok. Sometimes we gotta hear stuff to say it's annoying and catchy for us to even like it. So I just feel like we kind of growing out of that phase. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it's a lot of young dudes, and I'm not gonna say every dude, but I feel like it's a lot of young kids that's coming up instead of like going out playing in the streets. They'd rather just stay at home and just play
video games. Yeah. No, facts. Yeah, I don't know, man. I just think, is it fading out? I don't know, bro. I think that may be a age and demographic thing too. You know what I'm saying?
Like just grow out of that shit.
Yeah, I think that may be what it is. Yeah. I mean, shit, when I was 16, shit, what we was listening to, or not 16, maybe 12 or 13, listening to Spice One, the East Bay Gangster. You know what I'm saying? Giggity gangster, get all that shit, cut it up, baby nuts and guts. And you know what I'm saying? You had fucking artists like my dog, I can't even think of his name, but yeah, I think it just may be an age and demographic thing. Once you start learning and understanding and you grow in your spirit and grow in these different, you know what I'm saying? Then some shit is kind of played out, but that's how it's supposed to be. That's the circle of life, I think,
Facts.
Yeah.
So I interviewed a couple people and I asked them this question, and I want your take on this. So we see a lot of famous people now, especially black men. You can say Diddy, you can say Shannon Sharp, even Nelly, like, they done got allegations. Does certain things that happen, does that change how you move and what type of women you have around you, or?
Yeah, 100%. But for me, that would be even before those situations. You know what I'm saying? Right. Because it's like traveling, being on the road, being in these small towns, man. You definitely gotta like be on your P's and Q's, making sure that you moving appropriately.
Because now somebody could sue you for anything. They could be like, well, he famous, he just stepped on my shoe and I didn't like how he said sorry. So I'm gonna just sue you. And it's just that crazy. Like, does that change how you move?
100%. Yeah, 100% definitely change how I move, you know what I'm saying, without going into too much detail, and I can just imagine on their level it's like skyrocket. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, it's kind of crazy, bro. But I guess that's like the price of fame.
Hell yeah. Have you ever made like a female sign an NDA?
I haven't, but maybe I should start doing that shit.
My bad. Hey, don't fuck with him. He listen. He doing good.
I ain't never done that before, but shit, that might be next. Yeah. 2026 NDA. You come to the hotel room, we gotta sign this NDA. Well, you ain't coming. Nah, I'm boys. Let me stop.
Yeah, man. Nah. There's like I say, bro. It just sucks because I feel like we got so many, people that can do so good. They could have a, good invention. They could just bring something that could change our lives, but it just take that one thing, and now we don't fuck with them no more. Yeah, it's just because
it's like cancel culture.
Yeah, and then people like to say, well, it's not about the message; it's about the messenger just saying a message. Don't make it, whether he's saying it, what he did, the truth is the truth. So
yeah, people full of shit, bro. Let's just call it what it is. People just full of shit. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, bro. You just got so many people that want to see people fail. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But then you got a lot of people, let's look at glass half full instead of empty. I'm sorry.
Facts.
You got a lot of people that, want to see people succeed and see people do well. So I would just say, maybe if you can get more of those people that want to see you succeed in your atmosphere, than the other way, then you'll be okay.
Okay. Yeah. Fair enough, man. Listen, man, that's anything that you want to change or happen, you know what I'm saying, as far as just our people and the culture and the way things is going, anything you want to change?
That I want to personally change, or just that I want to see changed?
You want to see change?
We need to support each other a lot more.
Facts.
We need to support each other a lot
Y'all
more.
Need to subscribe,
all that.
Go follow him. I'm going to put all his links in the description, in the bio. Follow this man.
And let's be more accountable, man. If we see Lil Roderick as cussing out an old lady, you need to check him for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Fathers, let's step up to the plate more. You know what I'm saying? Y'all sons shouldn't be out here doing a bunch of reckless ass, crazy ass shit, harming innocent people. All that's happening, bro, is because you not around. Fathers, step up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Mothers, you know what I'm saying? You can't, you know what I'm saying? If you doing all this, you know what I'm saying? Hey, and then niggas running in and out the house, what you expect your daughter to do? You know what I'm saying? So let's be more accountable. You know what I mean? So we can make the future better. So once we leave here, man, our kids and our grandkids and their kids, man, be able to succeed. You know what I'm saying?
One last question before we go. How do you respond to like negativity, like somebody being negative in your comments, or somebody, you know what I'm saying? How do you help them, you know, see stuff through your lens? And it could just be an artist, it could just be anything. Like, how do you deal with that, especially being a public figure?
Yeah, well, if it's, I'm gonna tell you, we're gonna just keep it all the way funky. If you comment on my shit and say something, now let me tell the difference between negative. Like, if I post a song and you don't like it, that's cool, whatever. Right. You know what I'm saying? Everybody not gonna like everything. Right. But if you get on my page, bro, and you like, nigga, that shit whack as fuck, you suck, bop, 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 bop. If you from her, I'm gonna always check your ass. Nigga, because I'm a man before I'm any of that shit. Right, I don't fuck about no music. I'm a man. I'm a real nigga. I'm gonna check you. If you from the crib and I know who you are, I'm checking you. If you like somebody that I never heard of and you ain't got no Facebook picture, you know how them be
some troll shit.
Yeah, you a troll, then I don't give a fuck. Just find something to do. You know what I mean? But if you from the Lou and you get on my page and you say something, I'm gonna check you. And I'm gonna check you when I see you. Both ways. You know
I feel like, I think a lot of people, they get this misconstrued, and you might disagree, but I feel like, bro, in order to have positive energy, you gotta have negative energy. In order to have people that cheer for you, you gotta have haters. I feel like your haters are just more important than the people that actually, you know what I'm saying, root for you.
And that could be true. And but what I do with the hate, I ain't gonna lie, I do take the hate and it motivate me. Shit, I might do 5 more reps. I might punch 100 more punches. You know what I'm saying? But in real life, it's all love. But I'm definitely gonna check you. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely gonna check you, just because a lot of time, and the only reason being, and maybe that could be petty. Maybe that's somewhere in the area that I just need to grow, and not even, because something you said, really in real life, something you said on the internet shouldn't matter at all.
Facts.
Really.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Now, because I know 9.9 times out of 10, you're not gonna say that shit to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't the toughest person in the world. Like, I ain't even trying to make it like that. But nobody that has ever said no weird shit on the internet has said it to me.
Right. You won't even see that. You won't even see that person.
If it do happen, then, you know what I'm saying, the shit will be on the internet.
I agree.
So I'm slapping the shit out of you. Just let me
know. Yeah, man.
Or at least we're gonna have a conversation first to see why you feel like that. So I'll go into ZEUS doctor mode and say, well, explain to me, why do you feel like the song sucks ass and it's the worst shit ever made? You know what I'm saying? And then maybe we'll have a conversation about it first. Then if the conversation turns disrespectful, I'm a 2-piece your ass. That's it.
Okay. Well, listen, bro. It's been a pleasure, bro. Anybody you want to shout out? Definitely shout out your Instagram. How people could get donuts if they want to buy merch. Like, how can they support? Make sure you get all that.
Y'all follow me on all platforms at I am ZEUS Rebel Waters on Instagram. Make sure y'all follow the donut page at Sweets by Sweet Waters. If y'all want to order some donuts and we'll pull up on you, it's 314-374-3307. If you're an artist and you need some consulting, you want to go on tour, you want to just pick my brain, you can call my hotline, 314-374-3307. My name is ZEUS Rebel Waters, formerly known as Record Puff. Shout out to this brother, man. Make sure y'all support him as well.
Hell yeah. That's what it is. Hey, listen, I told y'all, I say, listen, I'm gonna change the landscape of this whole podcast business, and I told y'all I'm gonna fuck with people in my city first before I fuck with anybody else. So that's what I'm doing. And like I say, bro, appreciate you, bro.
Thank you, bro.
And listen, you definitely got to give me them donuts so I can let people know,
for sure,
like how they taste. But yeah, bro, it's been a pleasure, bro.
Yeah,
like
man.
I say, bro,